guys, welcome back my channel. Today I will review the Young and the Restless next week. How do you feel about next day? Okay, now let's find out.
At the Chancellor Mansion again, Gloria insisted she didn't want to call ahead and made Kevin hope to visit. She just went to see Dear Milo, but Chloe corrected Gloria that the baby's name was Miles. Gloria felt a bit more relieved since she had a dog named Milo. Kevin questioned Gloria, so she claimed she was working for a boutique company in Hollywood and added that she wore a lot of hats. Gloria says she can only stay for a few days, but she is eager to meet Bella Fisher as her niece won't question her or doubt her sincerity. Then, Gloria was holding the baby while Kevin and Chloe were whispering nearby. Chloe thinks Madame Glow is cute, but Kevin thinks Chloe's Glowdar is broken. He argued that Gloria must be in trouble because everything she told was in full display. Kevin called Michael Baldwin and left a voicemail to call him. Kevin said angrily, "You wouldn't believe who was back." Gloria had to face more stakes, so she argued that it would take a while for the movie to start, if any. Gloria admits that she has met several Hollywood celebrities, even though life is not as flashy as one might think. They decide to focus on their little talk now, so Nate says Elena looks great and gets an awkward, "Thank you." Across the room, Devon is amazed at how much her life has improved since a year ago. He praised Elena as the main reason in his conversation with Nick. The conversation shifted to another night at the clinic when the child was almost dead, which was news for Devon. He wondered why Elena didn't tell him, but it was time Phyllis introduced Devon to accept his award. In Amanda's room, Lily appeared at the door and pondered Amanda's choice of shoes when asked. Amanda helps Lily speed up when thrown and assures Lily that life goes on. When everyone was in the ballroom, Devon gave a sweet thank you speech. Nate and Elena looked annoyed as he complimented them for their dedication to running the clinic. In the end, she got fed up with what she considered accusing and fidgeted. "Yes, she's definitely hiding something," Kevin told Chloe. Phyllis found Amanda drinking. Amanda admits Nate broke up with her, so Phyllis insists he's crazy and not good enough with Amanda nonetheless. Phyllis wanted more details after she finished everything. Together with Lily and Nate, they talk about how proud they are of Devon. Nate refuses to say goodbye to Amanda because he thinks she needs space. Lily comes to see Amanda alone and asks about her night, so Amanda admits she can't wait for the day to end so she can start a new one tomorrow. Meanwhile, Devon confronts Elena about the boy she almost died from drug overdose. He updates Elena about Nick mentioning it and wonders why she didn't tell him. Elena fights around the bushes, but in the end she admits it was Jared. Devon throws again and asks more questions, but Elena says she can't do this and runs upstairs. When Nate showed up, Devon baked him for the next Jared. Nate claims he guesses Elena will tell Devon and offers to check with Elena, but Devon insists he will do it himself. That prompted Nate to talk to Amanda, who noted that he was waiting to chat with Elena when he could text her. Amanda thinks nights like this must be difficult for Nate, seeing them together is difficult, but not seeing Elena is even more difficult. Nate doesn't know what Amanda is doing, so she suggested she shouldn't say anything and promised that she wouldn't tell Devon. In their room, Devon found Elena and begged her to talk to him. He still thinks this is about Jared, but Elena insists it is not. After Elena cried and gossiped about being overly stressed, she confirmed they momentarily lost control. Elena hates herself for what happened and assures Devon that she loves him. After they had a good time, Lily suddenly offered to get back to work. Billy flew to another room, so Lily took a deep breath. Back at the Chancellor Mansion, Gloria sneaked down the stairs and took what appeared to be a flash drive out of her bra. She tiptoed over a decorative jar with a lid and hid it. Devon wondered what Elena did, so she admits she slept with Nate. When Devon got up and left silently, Elena called and said that he must forgive her. She begged Devon to wait, but he still left. Elena dropped herself in the chair while Devon walked down the hallway, then downstairs on duty. Lily met Billy again at Chancecom to work at night. They plan to use the company to light up charities. Billy also brought the necklace to Dina and said that it was magic power that made Jack trust him more. Lily thinks that Billy is a dreamer, and Billy thinks that Lily is also a dreamer. Devon reappears in the hotel lobby and punches Nate in the face. Elena followed Devon and it was too late to stop him. Nate touched the table before falling to the ground, delivering a stunning shot. Young and the Restless spoilers say some shocking agents continue to appear on CBS soaps, so stay tuned. Y&R channel will have many other good news and updates of Young and the Restless for you, please stay tuned. Everybody Young and the Restless Y&R, on Tuesday, October 20th, the drama will reveal its fascinating, dramatic scenes. Elena takes control of the damage. Meanwhile, Nate has a rude awakening, and Phyllis manages to manage with a crisis. After Jack brings up the teary love necklace, he gives it to Billy and writes that it looks enchanted or cursed. Well, those are two different things, said Billy. Billy thought maybe all Abbott men could ask for some help in the love department and suggested that the necklace could. When Billy talks about how well things are going in his partnership with Lily, Jack says he doesn't need to remind Billy about the dangers of mingling business and business. Affection. Confused Billy wondered who had said anything about the romance and argued that he was just talking about work. If you say so, Jack insists and then takes a sip of his drink. Back at the hotel, Devon insists he will be there if Nate wants to talk about his breakup. Nate wants to focus on Devon's big night and make an excuse to drink water. Meanwhile, Amanda showed up and told Phyllis she was going upstairs to change. Before Amanda stepped into the elevator, she saw Devon and flashed a sad smile. Elena entered the hall from the ballroom and looked at Amanda, then at Nate thoughtfully by the bar. Nate looked back at Elena as the tension in the night intensified. When Elena approached, she admitted she had heard Nate break up with Amanda. Nick was impressed that Phyllis was able to wrap up the gala in honor of Devon Hamilton quickly. Phyllis is grateful for Nick's introduction and how much she plans to show her gratitude later. In an upstairs room, Devon tells Elena Dawson that he is glad they have booked the room. It feels like a real celebration, like when Elena attended that impromptu jazz festival. Devon wants to make some of those spells come true after the party is over, but Elena urges him to focus on his preparations. She remembers packing Devon's cufflinks to keep it safe, so Devon wonders what he would do without Elena. Elena tells Devon she is proud of him and adds that it will be a special night. When Devon stroked Elena, she looked annoyed. At Crimson Lights, Amanda Sinclair stumbled upon Nate Hastings. They both went to the gala to support Devon, but Amanda admits that Devon knew about their breakup. Amanda is surprised that Nate doesn't tell Elena, but he suggests that they don't work the same shifts lately, and he's quite discreet about those things. Nate argues that he works with Elena a lot, so he wants to maintain some sense of boundaries. Amanda seemed a bit skeptical and thought that was easier said than done. At Chancellor's Mansion in Tuesday's Y&R episode, Kevin Fisher and Chloe Mitchell were exhausted from their newborn baby. Chloe wasn't sure she had slept for more than 2 hours since Miles Fisher entered the grand entrance, so Kevin pushed her away to get a few Z's for the baby's birth. That was when Gloria Fisher Bardwell broke in and declared loudly. Kevin wondered what she was doing there and wanted his mother to reduce her voice. They just put the baby to sleep. Gloria was indifferent and insisted they would wake Miles up to meet her beautiful glow. At the Abbott mansion in the episode Young and Restless Tuesday, Jack Abbott sits alone with a photo of Dina Mergeron. He went back to solving the forgotten problems and listened as Dina talked about her regrets. At Chancellor Communications, Lily Winters got ready for the gala dinner. Billy Abbott notes that he will be spending some time with Jack, even though he may not deserve a place in his brother's life. Lily understood and was glad that Devon was able to get through what happened to Hillary Curtis Hamilton, but she was quick to apologize for doing this to her. Billy doesn't mind and suggests that they all can sometimes use a little forgiveness. He reminded Lily that she was the angel on his shoulder, but she joked that she went to work tonight and left. Billy went to the Abbott mansion, where Jack felt so green. Although Jack didn't think he would be a good friend, Billy wanted to hear stories about Dina. Billy urged bourbon and made a little talk about the woman who gave Jack life, so Jack says it was a deal.